Good everyone. I hope you guys have an amazing day. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to make a very tiny episode today. So till now, I'll be building LWC component. I'll show you how to use the LWC component on a home screen. Now, you might get a scenario. I mean, it's a very commonly used it's a commonly used scenario. I would say that a LWC component will be used on flows, right? I've seen so many flows which uses LWC component. So if you're an LWC developer, right, you should know how to enable your flow, LWC, so that it can be used on a flow screen. All right, it's pretty simple, nothing fancy there. So what I'll do, I'll go back to the VS Code. So if you remember, I talked about a component edit contact, a few days ago, and how I enabled that component to be worked on a home page, right? Now what we're gonna do, we will activate this component to work on a flow screen. It's pretty simple. So all you have to do, come to meta.xml, and I've added this lighting flow screen, right? And then I've added this property called record ID. So why I need this, right? I want the flow to pass this value to this LWC so that it can render the information for you. So if I go to contact JS, right, edit. So you see I have a record ID, and this record ID is used here, right, to get the information, right? So excuse me. So what I'm gonna do, so I'll show you how I've used this in a flow. It's a very simple flow. So all the flow is doing, right, you select a contact and it gives you an edit option for the contact. You edit, save, end of story. Sounds pretty simple, right? So like I said, you come here, right, you add this option, and then you add this target config. Yeah, you can add as many input params you want, right? I mean, if you wanted to pass more stuff from the flow to the LWC, you can do that, no problem. But for now, just to keep it simple, I'm just using this. Okay, now I'll come here. This is the we'll just go back. Not this one. So this is the flow I built, which is pretty simple flow. So as you can see, this is a flow screen flow. I'm getting a record using a get record, right? It will give me all contact where account ID is not null. This is an account screen, so I've used a pick list. And on the pick list, I've created a choice set, and which is called contact list, and I'll link that record, this one, to the contact list, right? And then I'm passing. Okay, I'll show you something. What I'm doing in this choice set, excuse me, contact list. I want the user to see the name, right? Obviously, it makes no sense if you're gonna show the user ID, because what the heck is an ID, right? It's a it's a GUID, so it doesn't make any sense. So I give him the choice label as name, and then I'm assigning the data type to ID. So this way, when you choose a name behind the scene, it will have an ID pointing to it. So that ID is what I'm after. Okay. So, and then another screen, what I did, I've actually used this LWC component. So the way to find LWC component is pretty simple. You come to the component section here, and you're under custom, right? You'll find your LWC component, provided you have activated the flow option in your LWC, right? So as I've demonstrated, I've already done that. So I drag and drop the component here. Now you can see this record ID, which is the input, this one, right? Okay, so I pass the record ID, the contact, so which is the output from the pick list with the user select, and that's it. And then I do debug, right? It's gonna take some time, maybe depending upon the. Okay, so I'll do run. See the contact, list of contact. Like I said, I need to see the name, right? I can't see the damn ID because as a user, I won't know which user I wanted to edit, right? So okay, let's change the Josh, right? So I want to append the Josh name. So I'll do next. So I'll do, Josh. I'll just do some, okay, just do this name. Okay, and then I finished. All right. Okay, now what I'll do, I will go to the contacts here, and let's see if you manage to see to Josh. I've appended this name, right? So you can see that. So yeah, that's That's how you can use the LWC. There are a lot of other use case for LWC, right? One simple use case which I've done recently is to get the data from integration. So I've used external service inside the flow, right? And I got an output from an external service, and I passed that output to the LWC components so that the user can see an LWC component. And then I create a button called generate a PDF. So that generates a PDF. So that's one of the business requirement we had. So I did something like that, right? I can't tell you more details, but yeah, that's one of the use cases. So I have seen lots of use cases about LWC getting used in Flow, or the LWC can get also used in a Experience Cloud site as well. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to cover. I hope you enjoyed it. So you guys have an amazing Monday. Adios.